Hello everyone, my name is Renelle Lalungafao, and today I'm going to be talking about the Pueblo peoples, an indigenous society from the American Southwest. Before Europeans arrived, the Pueblo peoples already had advanced communities, farming systems, and strong cultures. In this project, I'll explain what made their society unique, the misunderstandings Europeans had about indigenous peoples, and how learning the history changes the idea of who really discovered America. Before Europeans arrived in North America, many indigenous civilizations already had advanced societies, governments, and cultures. One important example was the Pueblo peoples of the American Southwest. The Pueblo peoples created organized villages, practiced agriculture, and developed advanced irrigation systems to survive in the dry desert environment. They adapted to difficult conditions by working together as communities and using natural resources carefully. Their achievements prove that indigenous societies were already highly developed long before European contact. The Pueblo peoples were known for their impressive adobe homes and cliff dwellings, some of which were built into the sides of cliffs for protection and shelter. They built large communities with hundreds of people living together and used advanced irrigation systems to grow crops such as corn, beans, squash, and other fruits and vegetables. Their societies also included trade networks, religious ceremonies, and organized leadership systems that helped maintain order within their communities. The Pueblo peoples traded goods and ideas with neighboring groups, showing that they had strong economic and social connections. These achievements demonstrated intelligence, engineering skills, cooperation, and careful planning long before the Europeans arrived in North America. Many Europeans believe indigenous people were primitive or uncivilized because their cultures were different from European societies. However, the Pueblo peoples already had successful farming systems, permanent settlements, religious traditions, and organized communities. European colonizers often ignored or erased indigenous achievements and focused mainly on conquest and colonization. In many historical accounts, native peoples were unfairly described as less advanced, even though the Pueblo peoples had developed complex societies that allowed them to survive and thrive in harsh environments for centuries. Learning about the Pueblo peoples changes the traditional idea that Europeans discovered America. Indigenous civilizations already existed with advanced cultures, governments, architecture, economies, and social systems before European arrival. Reclaiming this history helps people recognize the accomplishments, resilience, and intelligence of people instead of viewing history only through a European perspective. Understanding the Pueblo peoples also shows that North America was already home to thriving civilizations with rich traditions and knowledge long before colonization began. The Pueblo peoples were highly skilled, organized, and innovative long before Europeans arrived in North America. Their farming systems, architecture, trade networks, and strong communities prove that indigenous civilizations played an important role in history before European settlement. Studying their achievements helps correct misunderstandings about native peoples and gives greater recognition to complexity and importance of indigenous societies in the early American history.